Good morning, Loganites. Today is week 9 of my first semester of nurse practitioner school. It's gone by really fast. I can't believe that we're already here at week 9. This week's been a little different. It's been rough. We've got this really large project for my economics class. It's a cost-benefit analysis. I'm not a finance guru. I love finances, but it's more personal finances, right? Like macroeconomics, how to invest, what's the best way to maximize my money that I have and make it work for me. That's where I shine. A cost-benefit analysis is like an in-depth thing in just business about is a process or procedure or technology worth it. This one is technically a technology question. What is a new technology that will actually benefit the patients and benefit the consumers, improve health outcomes, and save money? It's a lot. And I'm going to be honest with you, this week it's really been a reminder of like, how did I get to be a paramedic and how did I get to be a nurse? Honestly, and I don't know if this is like the best advice, but honestly, you just fake it until you make it. Because like, here's the thing. I don't want you to shortchange yourself. I don't want you to just make up some BS. I don't want you to cheat. But the reality of it is you don't know what you don't know. That's a big deal. You don't know what you don't know. So how can you even know to study something or even know where to look for something if you don't even know about it? It's kind of an out there concept, but it's a big deal for me because as a paramedic, you're trained to like respond to these emergency situations. But if you don't know something even exists, how can you know to study for it? Or how can you know that you even need to be aware of it if you don't know it's out there? And that's why experience in the field matters a lot. You may, oh, well, the experience in the field matters a lot because you don't know what you haven't been exposed to. A great example of this is I didn't know what ECMO was until I saw it happen in front of me. I didn't even know what ECMO was, hadn't even heard the word until it was happening in front of me. Until there was like a really bad full arrest and someone's getting put on ECMO right in front of me and they were asking for stuff I'd never heard of and people that I'd never seen before started coming into the room. That is when I heard about ECMO. You don't know until you don't know what you don't know. And that's the concept right there in a situation. So that being said, with school and everything, I don't want you to not try your best because that's not the thing. But you have to take chances. So with this cost-benefit analysis, I have read all the stuff I'm supposed to read. I've looked at all the examples. And quite honestly, it's just a concept that's hard for me to wrap my brain around. Because I'm not someone that's here. I don't feel like I'm here to change a system. Or here's the thing. I'm not here to make a new system. That's not me. I'm not like the innovative person. However, there are a lot smarter people than us out there in the world that have already figured out a lot of cool stuff. My role, I feel like, is to find these super cool things that someone has already done all of the hard research, all the math and science on it, and then just incorporate it into my practice, right? Like with the investing stuff, I'm not that smart of a guy. However, there is a lot of people that have run a lot of scenarios and a lot of math on how to invest the best way. They've already done the math. You just have to read it. You just have to read it, understand it, and move forward. I don't feel like this cost-benefit analysis is like that. And I was struggling with it. I was really struggling with it until I got to a point I went, what am I doing? Why am I wasting my time trying to wrap my brain around this concept that is just, quite frankly, not enough information has been given on it. We're not in lectures. I don't have like a good relationship with my instructor. Quite frankly, I think it's a waste of time. Eventually, I might have to do it, right? Hopefully at that point in my career, I will have a mentor that can help me through this and someone I can bounce ideas off of. Right now, I feel like I'm just shooting in the dark. So what I did was I kind of reverted back to the whole medic school thing of where you just fake it until you make it, right? You learn what you can, you do what you can, you do what you know how to do, and then you move forward. And that's what I did. One of the things as a paramedic, though, is like I always said to myself, you can always, no matter what happens, bag yourself out of a situation. That means breathe for the patient until you can think your way through another step. If all else fails, you know how to do compressions, you know how to bag. In this scenario, My version of that is just using the information that I know as far as the field. So like ultrasound IVs is what I use. Like, how does that improve care? And that's what I went with. I don't know if I hit all of the right finance stuff the right way. I don't know if I had all the numbers the right way. I don't know if they wanted equations in there. I don't know if it's even going to get me a good grade. But I took my shot. And in the next few weeks, I am kind of early getting it done. I'm about a week early getting it done, but we've got other big projects coming up as well. But in a week, or I guess 2-3 weeks, I'll know if my shot actually hit the target. That's what you got to do. I could have sat here and stressed and called this person and tried to figure this out. I got too much stuff going on. I got work, I got YouTube, I got 4 other classes. Like, I ain't got time to waste on that. So I just took my shot. And that's kind of going to be my advice to anyone out there that's in the same kind of situation. Know what you know, right? There's not many things in this world that I know 100% without a shadow of a doubt. I know how to start an IV. I can get an IV on a neonate, a PD, an adult, a geriatric. I can do an ultrasound IV guided. I can do an IV. I can do IOs. I can do EJs. I can get a line on somebody. That is the thing that I can do. I know that a shadow of a doubt, when hell breaks loose, I can do that in all situations too. In codes, in surgery, in the field, in a clinic. I can do this. Know what you know and move forward. Use what you know and go off of that. And that's kind of what I did. I kind of did use the ultrasound IV guided stuff because I know that pretty well. And it is a technology that is kind of new because it's not used in all clinical applications. I guess we'll just have to see. I guess in conclusion, don't waste your time on nonsense. Do what you can. Put in your best effort. But then there has to be a line where you say, I am getting diminishing returns on the amount of time I'm putting into this. At that point, that's where I'm kind of like, all right, I'm going to shoot my shot. And if I hit the target, okay, good. If I don't, well, then I'll learn where I need to go. I feel like you learn more from making those mistakes. I'm not going to do that with patient care, right? No, you're going to ask questions and try to figure out what the exact best way to do it is. What's the best practice? What's the policy? But this is not that. This is school. This is a paper. This is something that everyone's kind of like, we're in this group me where everyone's asking, oh, should we do this? Should we do that? Should we do that? I don't really know what to do. I'm not playing that game. I'm not. I ain't got the time for it. I wish I was that person sometimes, but I'm not. I'm not going to do it. So if you find yourself in this position, do what you can, do what you know, and move forward. A little bit of housekeeping. As we move forward, if you do like these YouTube videos, because that's what they are, I'm making these for other people, please just comment, hey Logan, I'm out there, I'm listening, I'm in nursing school, I'm in medic school, I'm in EMT school, I'm in doctor school. I don't care what you're in. Just let me know you're out there, that you're actually getting some value out of this. I've got 8 years of actual college education under my belt. Clinical, hospital, pre-hospital, fire stations, all the hospitals in Memphis. Let me know if you're getting actual value out of this, because I would like to know. That's it, guys. Remember, keep your core on the cob, and I'm going to see you next week. Oh, hey, also, don't forget, we are still trying to give away some $100 up here. So if you know anybody that would get any value out of this, go ahead and tell them to subscribe, because once I hit 10,000 subscribers, we will be giving away this $100. Now, the way you get in that is you do have to go to, put out a video a while ago that said, I'm giving away $100 to my first 10,000 subscribers or something like that. You have to comment on that video. You do have to comment on that video to be eligible. And then there you go. Once we hit 10,000 subscribers, I'll pick someone at random and I'll email it to you, snail mail it to you, whatever you want to do. If you want the actual $100 with the staple in it, I'll get that to you. So that's all I got this week, guys. I'll see you next week.